Hello, welcome back to Forensics News. My name is Giovanni Cepeda,
My name is Matthew White.
and on today's news we have an experiment conducted by our very own research team.
The experiment that they are conducting is known as the body farm experiment. They have investigated whether or not keeping dead organisms in water will delay the decomposition rate.
They hypothesized that it will not only slow the decomposition rate, but in fact keep it constant.
Now to Dr. Sanchez and Dr. Ferraro to present their findings.
Thank you, Matt and Gio. My name is Dr. Ferraro,
And I'm Dr. Sanchez.
and these are the materials we used for the project. 2 plastic-sized containers, 2 average-sized frozen rats, water, scales, and small glass containers to capture the maggots or other bugs we found. For the experimental design for the body farm experiment, we would be looking at 2 different rats decomposing in 2 different environments, a dry rat and a wet rat. One of the rats, the dry rat, would be in an empty container, and the wet rat would be in a container full of water. Every so often, we would go and record the data, the weight of the rat, and the maggots or bugs present on the rats. For the procedure for the body farm experiment, first we would figure out how we would want to measure the rate of decomposition, then make a plan to measure that rate. Then we would get 2 containers and then set up the lab by putting 1 container with water and 1 container without water. Then we put one of the rats in the empty container and then 1 rat with this water. Then we would let them sit and decompose and watch them, and take notes, weigh them, and get all the maggots or other bugs present on the rats. And we would also take pictures.
Over the period of 3 weeks, we checked on it for 6 days, and those days experienced different types of weather. We noticed that the days passed, the mice with water started to get bloated, so the weight gradually increased. As for the weight of the mice with no water, decreased. The mice with no water did not show any signs of decomposition since there was no maggots in it. The mice with water showed multiple signs of decomposition with a huge amount of maggots, and the color of it started changing, having marks on it with different colors.
Thank you, Dr. Ferraro and Dr. Sanchez, for sharing your results with us.
Based on their conclusion, it is sad to see that their hypothesis was not supported. As shown in the charts, maggots were only present in the organism submerged in water, and none were present in the dry organism. Present also was discoloration of the skin, while the controlled organism stayed the same.
The rat in the water was decomposing faster than the dry rat. The color of the wet rat was changing. There were maggots only on top of the wet rat, while the dry rat stayed the same. The reason why the rat in the water decomposed faster was because the rat was in a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. One issue that they had in their project was that the dry rat had no decomposition, which is a big problem, because the other research groups showed that their dry rats were decomposing and they were measuring the same thing as them, which lets us conclude that something went wrong, and next time that they should set up more experiments